In 2012, Westford resident Ed Dean fell off his bicycle and seriously injured his spinal cord. He was paralyzed from the neck down and landed at Spaulding Rehabilitation Hospital in Boston, where he spent hours each day trying to get movement back to his limbs. 2 months later, he walked out of the hospital and has been mobile ever since. Here he is on the set of Main Street, telling his compelling story to host Joyce Pellino Crane.
So you go through this very life-changing accident. Suddenly you're ahead on a popsicle stick, in all honesty. I mean, right? Mm-hmm. You can't do anything. Even a stuffy nose can kill you because you just literally can't breathe. So the first week when I got there, the doctor came in and said, we're going to evaluate you and figure out where you might be when you leave here, and we're going to try to put together a plan. And I looked at him and I said, well, that's really silly. I said, there's only one plan, and that is I walk out of here. I said, why would you set the mark at anything less than full recovery?
Before the accident, Dean started a charity called Climb for a Child. The charity's mission is to educate some of the impoverished children of the Mount Kilimanjaro regions of Tanzania and the Maasai of Kenya. Dean and helpers like Liz Miller, a 2006 Westford Academy graduate, visit the region and immerse themselves in the culture, noting what is needed and how the children can best be helped. Dean had a 4-bedroom house constructed for the new hand-picked children who attended a nearby private school. Their tuition is paid for by sponsors who met them and their families while climbing Kilimanjaro. When Miller visited Tanzania recently, she also helped to get a cell tower built so the students could have access to the internet. Dean believes that an accredited education program will spare the next generation in this region from becoming porters for mountain climbers with no opportunity for long-term permanent jobs.
In fact, we have our first graduate has just applied for Wellesley College. Unbelievable. I have no idea whether she'll get in, but she's applied. Her father, I just calculated, makes $1,500 a year, maybe.
So tell us, just give us an overview of what exactly you're offering these children.
So what Climb for a Child does is we try to get sponsors or people that are interested and want to go on safari and do something amazing. Instead of using travel, or we do have a couple travel agencies that we use over there, but they give us very special discounts. Mm-hmm. When you climb the mountain, it goes directly to the porters and the guides. There's no middleman.
So if I wanted to go over to Kilimanjaro, I would.
Yeah, so a wonderful climb of unbelievable is just so. It's not like anything else. It's so. What will happen is if you travel and you go over with us, you will go to the same places that the other tourists go to and everything else, but we take you behind the scenes. We get you to meet the real people providing the services. We take you to their village. You live, you eat with them. And if you're so inclined, it's not for everybody, but if you're so inclined, you say, hey, that kid right there, let's take him out of poverty, and I want to sponsor that kid. I like this family, whatever your reason is. I have no idea how to pick a kid to save.
Tuesday, December 3rd is Giving Tuesday, an international day of charitable giving at the beginning of the Christmas and holiday season. Residents are invited to sponsor a child who would otherwise live in poverty. Your contribution will cover the cost of school uniforms, room and board, and tuition. To learn more, viewers can contact Dean at climbforachild.org. I'm Patty Stalker, and you're watching WestfordCAT News.